Hello, it's Stella here, Earth Lovers Oracle. I hope everybody is enjoying this sort of Indian summer that we're having. I actually love this time of year because of the sun that does shine. Although it's not really hot, it's sort of very mature and there's this sort of ripeness. Just love the month of September. Anyway, so here we are, time for another reading, and we're sort of between the new moon and the full moon, but I'm giving sort of a general reading, really like for the next week or so. It's sort of the energies that are around at the moment, lots and lots of earth energies because we are in the sign of Virgo, and I drew a lot of earth energy cards actually, which I thought was quite telling. So the first card that I drew, it's got a picture of a lovely elephant. I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. So the first card that I drew is of a picture of a lovely elephant, and it's called Listening. Now, as we know, elephants are very calm creatures unless they're enraged, and they're very much onto their 4 feet. They're very linked to the earth, and as I said, they have a very calm quality. And I think sort of, particularly in this climate, we need to acquaint ourselves with the art of listening, of like really listening to people, and that is not just listening to what they're hearing, but looking at their facial expressions, reading their body language, sort of kind of feeling their energy. It's something that we can all instinctively do, where you get the measure of what someone's saying, and more importantly, to let that person know that they are really heard. Because often you may find yourself that when you feel that you've tried to say something and somebody hasn't listened, somebody doesn't get you, it's really frustrating. So it's saying, listen, pay attention at the moment. It's a good, calm way of carrying on. So the next card, which is in a similar vein really, is Slow and Steady. And basically it's rather like the elephant, and it's saying, go about your business in a calm and measured way. We've had a lot of change this year, and things have been very frenetic. And so basically, be slow and steady. There's a girl here with fairy wings, but she has a snail shell, and the snail is slow, but it gets where it needs to go. So quite often in life you can't rush things. And then we have the card of Strength, which is another earthy type of card in my opinion. And so the strength, we see a picture of a woman here. She's holding the earth in one arm. Well, I don't think any of us are that capable, but it's just saying that you don't have to shoulder everything alone. And we can ask for help, but also if we have a faith in whatever you decide it is, whatever the higher power is, and it could be like an ancestral connection with loved ones who are no longer here, but just to have that connection and knowing that you're not doing it alone, so it makes the whole journey that much better. The next card is Stormfields. Now, quite interestingly, on the 9th, which is tomorrow, the 9th of September, the planet Mars starts to go backwards. And although that sounds like a good idea because it's not careering forward, it will actually make a connection with 3 planets also in cardinal signs, because Aries is a cardinal sign. Mars is in Aries at the moment. And the 3 cardinal signs were Pluto, Saturn and Jupiter. So we've experienced in the last month or so Mars going through them. Now he's going to go back the other way. So, things have been quite intense. So you can expect a little bit more aggravation. But what is so good is, like, if you've been through something once, when it comes a second time, you get to know how to deal with things. And really, the idea of a storm gathering or passing, when storms come through, they can be very destructive, but they can also move energies along. So if you see it as moving stale energy along, something that is stuck, something that needs to be dispersed and moved away. So this is the idea of the storm, and that is, again, we have had that very much on a world scale level, and I think particularly with the next couple of months of the build up to the American election, it is, there is a lot of conflict and aggravation going on, which is much more than the normal things of two sides not agreeing with each other. There is a whole storm being unleashed. But the thing with a storm is that it eventually moves away. So I wouldn't get caught up so much in that, but just to know that for every time that we go through something, and if you're going through it a second time, it really isn't quite as aggravating. And if one keeps this kind of calm strategy, that would be a very good idea. So the next card says details, details, and I think this is very much a Virgo card, because although we can't control some of the things that happen in life, we just have to, learn to deal with their energy. And I think in this particular period, it's the calm, steady, doing what you're doing, that you have to do, providing it isn't destructive. And then things like writing lists, seeing that things are clear and orderly. That is a way that you can have control over things, because if you think that you've attended to everything that you can, be it, bookkeeping, writing letters, your bills, lists of what to do, and ticking them off, that is actually a very good way of assuming control. And yeah, so I think that's very much a strategy of Virgo that I wholeheartedly embrace. And as I said, you can get a feeling of being in control of those areas at least. Then the last card, which I love this card, we've got a picture, it's sort of like a grandmother energy, but to me, this is Mother Earth looking down on three women who are in nature, and they are they are gardening. And basically this is saying, just keep gently working away and be respectful of the seasons, that you cannot force things. Things will happen in their time, and things actually pass, things come to fruition, and sort of it's like the work that you're putting in is never ever wasted. So just gently in the background, keep doing what you're doing, and be out in nature as much as you can, because it's a wonderful time of year. It's really soothing. Anyway, I hope you found this reading helpful. Very lot of earth energy and the Mars energy, which can feel quite inflammatory, but if you use that earth energy as constructively as you can, I'm sure that you'll get through this period really well. All right, you take care. I'll see you again soon. If you like this video, please like it, and if you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.